Hi, my name is Ashton, and welcome back to Ashton's EDC. Today I'm going to be sharing my EDC Tool Kit that I put together. And although it is an EDC toolkit, I don't necessarily carry it with me everywhere, but it's always on hand, close by. So if I'm going somewhere and I think I might need to bring it, I can just toss it in a backpack or in a sling or something like that. It doesn't necessarily come with me everywhere though. So, to start off, this is the pouch that I'm using. This is a pouch by Maxpedition. This is the Maxpedition DEP. You can kind of see it there, which stands for the Daily Essentials Pouch. This is a really nice pouch from Maxpedition, kind of different from their kind of other, like what they call the pocket organizer pouches, I believe, but really nice. Has these two pockets here, kind of a smaller one, half size, and then full size. And on the back, it comes with these two straps, as well as a bunch of laser cut MOLLE, so if you want to put your own straps or configure it however you'd like. So let's take a look. On the outside, I just clipped this little, I think this is meant to be a bike light, but just this little kind of flashlight. Press it once, it turns red. Press it again, it'll go into flashing red, and then the third time it'll turn off. So I just have that attached on this little D-ring here. First, let's take a look into this smaller pocket right here on the front. So I'll open it up, and I'll kind of try and give you a bit of an idea as to what it looks like, and then I'll go into each item individually. So it opens up like that. It has a couple different elastic loops on either side. So first off, right here, I've got the Leatherman Wave Plus. Probably the most popular multi-tool by Leatherman at this point. Just a really great multi-tool. Now I have done a video on one of my favorite multi-tools from Leatherman, which is the Super Tool 300. And although this is a bit more heavy duty and bigger than the Wave, I usually EDC this one more often. The reason I picked this to go in this toolkit is because of the exchangeable bit driver right there. So to go along with that, I have included the Leatherman bit kit with these proprietary flat bits right there, and this Leatherman ratcheting driver extension. So how this works is if you want to get a bit of an extension while using a screwdriver, you just pull the bit out, you insert this, and it is a normal 1/4 inch, so if you have normal 1/4 inch bits you can use that as well, but if it uses the flat bits as well, and then you just slot that right in here, and there you have it. It is a little bit wobbly, if you can kind of hear, but once you have it locked in, it's not too bad. Then it has different directions, so just by rotating this dial here. So yeah, really nice addition. I think if you're going to have the bit kit to go with your multi-tool, this is a good addition. It's pretty expensive, but I think it's worth it to have. So those are the first set of items, the Leatherman Wave Plus, along with the bit kit and ratchet driver extension. Alright, moving on, still in this first pouch here, I do have a second pair of pliers, and that's these little Knipex Cobra XS. The reason I have these is because sometimes you need to have essentially two tools to grip onto an item, right? So, and also these are just a little bit smaller. Sometimes you can use them almost as a overbuilt tweezer if you're trying to do some fine work and that kind of thing. Of course, the Leatherman has the kind of more needle nose type, but I find these work really well, and they're just a nice companion to the Leatherman Wave. Alright, moving on, just kind of in the bottom of this pouch here, just got a couple of these small little Ranger bands, just useful to you know, attach a couple of items together or whatever it might be. The next item, if I'm being honest, I really just included this in here just for fun. This is one of those little mini, name is escaping me right now, but it's one of these little hook things. So on the inside it unscrews, and it has these little things that screw into the side. Let's see here. So it can kind of act as a retrieving tool, if you will, but it's really just for fun. I don't think I've ever used this in any practical way, but it's, you know, sometimes if you're bored, it's fun to just take out and play. And then there you have it. It goes like this. And this kind of does accompany, I do have some cordage, which is a little bit further down in the kit, which I'll show you eventually. All right, next up, I have this little container here from Matador. On the outside, I have this little, it's kind of like a bungee tie, elastic tie. So you can see here, it's got kind of a toggle on one end and a loop, so if you need to loop it around anything. So currently I just have it looped and hooked in around on the outside of this little container. So it can come in useful if you ever need anything, or even if you're just trying to get your phone cord tied up or something like that. And on the inside, I kind of just have a bunch of little small items that can become pretty useful. So I'm just going to dump it out here. So first off, I've got two of these little mini crazy glue, single-use super glues. Super glue can come in handy in all sorts of ways. You can also, if you really need it, use it as first aid. It's not really what it's meant for in this kit though. So if you need to, if something breaks, you can always just do a quick repair using these little super glues. Here I've just got some copper, I believe this is technically snare wire, but it can be good if you need to repair something or just slash something together. So a bit of snare wire. I've got another super tiny Ranger band there, if you ever need that for another attachment. Here, I've got one of these, this came with a charger I ordered. It's one of these Velcro cable ties. This is from Anchor. So, just good for, again, for attachments. I know there's a lot of things like that in here, but it always comes in handy. And then I just tossed in one of these little cord kind of lock toggle things. And so all of those little items fit in this Matador capsule. All right, then the last item I have in this front pouch is just this hank from Gondek EDC. Has the kind of normal fabric on the outside and microfiber on the inside. Just if you need to wipe anything up, or you can even use it as a work surface if I need to put it on the desk and work on a knife or something like that. So now I'll try and show you the inside here when it's empty. So on the front side here, you've got the 3 elastic loops. And then on the other side, if I kind of flip this upside down, you've got 3 more elastic loops, and then you do have a slip pocket right here, which is where I had that hank. I will zip this up for now, and we'll move on to the bigger pocket. So this pocket opens up quite wide, you can see there, and we'll go into each item. So on this side, it just has 2 slip pockets, kind of one bit of a more see-through material, and then this one behind. So behind here I've got just a small adjustable wrench. The reason I included that instead of just the pliers is sometimes you need something to grip on that won't mar up a surface or whatever the item might be. So it's got the smooth edges there, so it works good. And then here I've just got one of these little like razor blades. It's just the snap off utility knife. I got this at Home Depot for $1 or $2, something like that. Moving on to this next slip pocket here, got a couple random items. First, if I can get it out, just got a bunch of zip ties here. I think there's 10 in here. You know, can come in useful for all sorts of things. Next up, I've got 2 hot glue sticks. I'll come back to these in a moment to explain a bit more. And then last in that pocket, I've just got a bunch of this micro cord string. So if you really need to, you could use this attached onto here if you need to retrieve something. If you dropped your keys in the drain hole or something like that. So a little bunch of micro cord. Now moving on to the other side here, I do have this Bic lighter. This is one of those long reach Bic lighters. It's nice because if you need to do something, you're not, your hands aren't too close to the flame. And I have this to use with these hot glue sticks. So if I needed to glue something together, you can, use the lighter, heat up the end, and then use that as a glue. Kind of a bit of a DIY way to use the hot glue sticks, but I have used that in the past and it does work quite well. Alright, moving on. Here on this side, I've got a flashlight. This is from Olight. This is the i5T Plus. Just a nice slim, simple to use flashlight. I believe it uses 2 AA batteries. Just operates using the tail switch there. Really nice, simple flashlight. And it does have the reversible clip, so if I'm wearing a hat, then I could always clip it on the brim of my hat if I need to use that hands-free. Alright, next up, I have this little folding knife from Buck. Obviously there is a knife on the Leatherman Wave, but I thought I would just include this in here. Pretty small, quite thin, doesn't weigh too much, and yeah, just a nice little blade. I've used this one quite a bit. It's a bit not beat up, but the blade could probably use a bit of a cleaning, but it's a nice blade, nice knife. It has a lock back there, nice and compact. Fits well in this kit. A couple more items. I've got this permanent marker from Milwaukee. This is the Inksol. I got this at Home Depot in a pack of 5 for $4 or something like that. And then I have this little Papermate, just pen if I need to write something down. I don't have any paper or any notebooks in here, but eventually I wanted to get one of those slim Write in the Rain notebooks or something like that to put in here. And the last item, which I have stored in the very back here, this is a micro bit set from Weehaw. I believe it's a cooperation or combination between Weehaw and Xiaomi electronics and phone company. This is a micro bit driver kit here, so slides out, and you have the driver here on this side, and then a whole bunch of different types of bits. Obviously, I do have the bit kit from Leatherman, but these are nice. They do have some of the security bits, security torques, and that kind of thing, and other small, not so common bits, but I really like this kit. I really enjoy just filling with different things and taking things apart. So this comes comes in handy, really useful for that. And then I'll just show you the inside of the pouch now that it's empty. Again, on this side, got a pocket there, and another slip pocket there. Then on the other side, you've got 2 elastic loops here, and then a big one there, and then another slip pocket on the back. So that is my EDC Tool Kit using the Maxpedition Daily Essentials Pouch. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Anything I should add, anything I'm missing that I might have forgotten. What do you have in your toolkit? If you have one, if not, I suggest making one. It's always fun to make, even if it's not going to be used all the time. Kind of gives you an idea of what are the tools I really need and really use. So that's everything for today. Thanks for watching and have a great day.